I hope the statute of limitations is up on this one, but when we were 15 years old, my good buddy Rocky, let's leave it at Rocky, Thayrone X, no last name, we used to steal his dad's car. We would, at 1 o'clock in the morning, we'd take the car out of his dad's garage, push it out in the street, roll it down the street, and toss it into drive and just start it. And then we would all get in. And we would drive from Livonia, which is where we were all at, to places like Plymouth, Michigan, up and down Hines Drive. We'd be out on dirt roads doing fishtailing, and we'd be doing donuts and crazy stuff. And then we'd bring the car back and put it in the garage. And I'll never forget being in Alan's kitchen one day, and his dad came in and said, "Alan, have you boys been driving my car?" And Alan said, "No, Dad." That's it. There's no moral of the story, but that was it. So I guess you could add to my resume, car thief, but I was only aiding and abetting Alan. It was all his fault. Automobiles, to me, were always drive them, run them into the ground. I don't know that I regret that, but if I would have maintained and restored, kept current, a lot of the cars I had, they'd be, each one would be worth 100 grand today. But back then, we weren't thinking that far ahead. We were pretty much motivated by wanting to get with girls and find somebody to buy us beer and just party all night long. That, of course, has led to me being a DJ. So little kids, don't do that. Get a degree in heating and cooling, okay? Get a degree in heating and cooling. A couple things on that. First of all, if you get a degree in heating and cooling, when the economy is going good, you make a fortune installing beer coolers and air conditioning. And when it goes bad, you can turn to a life of crime, and there isn't a jail that can hold you because you know how the air conditioning ducts work and how to get in and out of them. So get a degree in heating and cooling. But part of what we used to do with kids, too, with cars, there wasn't a weekend went by when we weren't working on somebody's car, some kid's car, somebody's rebuild a transmission, putting a carburetor, rebuilding a carburetor. Just things like that, putting brakes on cars. We did all that stuff ourselves. You never went to a mechanic when we were kids. Of course, I'm talking 63, 4, 5, 6, 7, that era. I once rebuilt a carburetor at a kitchen table in an apartment that I was sharing with some people. And they came home and they were livid and freaked out because they couldn't believe that I was soaking the parts in gasoline in the apartment. So that's how smart we were. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.